Welcome to the Blerds podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blerds and Nerds podcast. I'm Shannon.
James.
I'm Jaja.
And we're back bringing you all our thoughts on everything happening in nerd culture. There certainly is a lot going on this week. Lots of interesting, unexpected news that we'll get to in a second. But before we do, how are you guys? What are some nerdy things that you guys have been up to?
Pretty good. I could take it away with my nerdy things real quick. Video game wise, jumped back into Arc Raiders, so I'm enjoying that. They're about to drop a update next week, I think. It's supposed to bring a lot of new content. They got a fun, what do you call it? Like an event going right now where they're like promoting gamers to like work together. So like when you first pop in the game, they give you a pop-up saying like, basically it's a message saying like when you go topside, instead of fighting each other, try to work together and kill the Arc. So it's fun. It's cool that they're trying to promote the PvE side of the game and just keep it fresh and new. I've been playing Avowed. Apparently they dropped an update and they dropped on PS5.
Nice.
They fixed a lot of the stuff in the game, and I've been playing like a good amount of Avowed. So been enjoying that. I'm starting to think that it might be better to like wait a while after a game comes out, because a lot of these games are launching with bugs and everything, and it seems like a year later is like the best time to play a game when they come out with like the definitive edition. But that's another topic. Besides that, I'm watching My Hero Academia. I think I'm rewatching the second to last season. I don't think I saw the last season. I'm just rewatching the season before, and then I'm gonna, follow through to the end of that. Still watching Tencent to Be a Hero, and I'm halfway through Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. So I know you were asking me, Shannon, which Fate Stay Night to start with. I would start with Unlimited Blade Works. I wouldn't go back to the original Fate Stay Night. They're pretty much the same exact story. The Unlimited Blade Works one, I guess you can say it was like a alternate timeline, or like maybe they just fixed some of the plot points in the story, or they're telling the story more from like the guy's perspective than the girl's perspective. You'll know what I'm talking about when you watch the show. But
Okay.
this feels like the story makes more sense in Unlimited Blade Works, and the original Fate Stay Night is kind of a little bit outdated in terms of like, especially animation and dialogue. The
Dialogue. What does that mean? Okay.
I remember when dubs were bad. Yeah, 2006.
I mean, sometimes dubs are still bad.
So,
but
they used to be cringe. So, but yeah, watching that. That's about it for me. My nerdy things.
Nice. James, what have you been up to?
So still on call. So not a whole lot of things, and I'm sick now. So,
dang,
I just been
sorry.
sleeping. Yeah, I've been at home sleep. But still watching JoJo's, of course. I'm on part 5, Golden Wind. I started out on Tuesday. I'm already on episode 24 of it out of 39. So, just about done with this part. That is by far my favorite part. It has my boy Giorno Giovanna. Let me pull up so I'm on, out of 190 episodes that I was planning on watching of JoJo's, I'm on 136. So
Nice. Wow, that was quick.
only got 54 left until I'm fully caught up.
You've really been locked in since you.
JoJo's is so good. And being able to binge it is dope. So since I like know the stuff that's gonna happen, like I can look for other signs of like any sort of storytelling elements before, like any foreshadowing. So it's nice rewatching things. Maybe I'll rewatch some other things.
Real quick, if someone were to start JoJo today, where do you think they should start? Like, go back
absolutely at part 1. Yeah.
Beginning?
Yes.
Yeah, very beginning.
Okay.
Phantom Blood.
Got it. I don't know why my Instagram thinks like I'm a super JoJo fan. It's giving me a lot of the people doing JoJo poses instead of some of them to you guys, but I haven't even sent you like a quarter of the like ones I've been getting. They just constantly giving me.
It's because you're watching them. That's why.
I mean, they pretty cool. But
yeah.
Got couples doing them together and everything.
Yeah, so just about done with that. After this, I only have one part left, so part 6 will be the last part I need to watch before I'm fully caught up. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to finish before Steel Ball Run comes out. I watched Vigilantes. I don't think there's a new episode of JJK this week.
There's not.
Okay, gotcha. I checked like yesterday again. I was like, wait, there is none.
Yeah, no, I saw articles saying that due to like there's something that happened that interrupted the scheduled broadcasts in Japan. So
Gotcha. Okay. Gaming wise, still on Rivals. It's having me in a chokehold, but I mean, I didn't have too much time for gaming this week. I was playing Control a little bit just because I can play it on my portal. So I'm about halfway done with that game. It's not a long game. I just don't play it often because I keep
okay,
playing Rivals instead. But I did download this is another game called Dead at Disco. I didn't get to play it yet, but it's like a rhythm-based fighting game. So
what's it
it
called?
looks super cool. Dead as Disco. Yeah. Like Dead as the Disco is.
Okay, I see.
So actually, the first time I seen it, it was like a mod with Deadpool in it, and he was dancing. So like from the Deadpool movie,
Yeah,
with Deadpool Wolverine, how he was dancing in that
yeah.
intro sequence. It was kind of like that. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool as a video game. So like I looked into it. I think that was a mod though. I don't think Deadpool is actually in the game, but the game itself looks cool. So I did download that, but I haven't had a chance to play yet. And I did start reading a new book called Let Me Hear a Rhyme. So far, pretty good. The dialogue is very cringe though, but the premise is cool. It's these kids, their friend was murdered, but he was into rapping, but he never released any of his music. So they're trying to like release his music, but also convince people that it's a person that's still alive. So it's like an air of mystery around who the actual artist is. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, it's set in New York in like the 90s. Yeah, they are overdoing the slang.
Oh, I'm sure.
It sounds like somebody sent it to someone and they're like, hey, put more slang in this. And then they just try to put as much slang as they could. Like people don't talk like this. I mean, they're using it correctly, but people don't use this much slang in their talk. But I mean, other than that, it's a good read. And then I watched my mandatory 3 episodes of Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Yeah. Not for me.
Don't you want to do a full like review? You don't want to wait till TV movie stuff?
Oh yeah, we get there. So I'm actually
okay.
probably on the same episode as you guys because I watched episodes 4, 5, and 6.
Wait, there's the six,
so we
six isn't out yet.
Wait, it's not.
6 comes out tonight. 5 felt like 6.
I watched the last 3 of them.
Okay, so you
did wait, you didn't start from the beginning? I did not think that you were going to take Jaja's advice. How did you just watch the last 3? Of course it's not for you. You don't even know what's going on.
I really don't know what's going on, but yeah.
We'll see his once the review kicks in. I think he enjoyed them from.
How can he review it when he doesn't know what's happening? Anyway, okay.
At least he said, watch the last 3. I watched the last 3.
I didn't think you were actually going to do that, though. I was like, why would he watch the last 3? It doesn't make any sense.
If he's only going to watch 3.
Yeah. No, I did watch a little summary of like what happened beforehand. So it did look like it was slower up until episode 4. It was 4 and 5. They were really getting to it. So I was glad I watched those, if anything. So yeah, because they were getting after it.
Well, you guys can talk about it. I don't care if I'm spoiled. I'm gonna catch up, but we can talk about it in TV movies.
Are you even a real House of Dragon fan?
It's not even House of Dragons though. It's a different show.
Are you even a real Game of Thrones fan?
I am.
Can I hold back the spoilers for one more week?
Oh man.
Sorry.
Unfortunate.
No, you can talk about it. Talk about it. I don't care. I'm still gonna watch it regardless. It doesn't matter if it's spoiled for me. Cool. Is that all your things, James?
Yeah, I was gonna go to the Twice show in New York and try to convince Shannon to drag Shannon along, but I was sick. So.
Like on Saturday? Friday?
No, Wednesday.
I was there.
Yeah, I was gonna try to convince you to go, but it looks like you ended up going, so.
I was already going.
I'm glad I convinced you to go, though.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I had tickets to see Twice before you had tickets to see Twice, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, I'll go. Thank you for saying a thing that I did. I went to see the Twice concert on Wednesday with Spivey, friend of the pod, and some other friends. It was at the UBS Arena in Queens, which is a top tier arena, by the way. That was the first time I've ever been there. Their food is far superior than any other arena I've ever been to. I'll just put that out there. And the concert was really good. It was very entertaining. The stage design was awesome. So I had a great time at the Twice concert. I bought some merch, got some freebies. Freebies are a thing that they do everywhere, James. It's true. I didn't get any freebies when I went to go see Blackpink. So maybe it's only specific communities that give out freebies. I don't know.
That's what they call the Twice fan base, by the way. Are real community driven.
Yeah. So it was cool. Yeah, there were a bunch of different people giving out freebies, and then we met this girl who was giving out freebies, and she was just talking to us like she runs like a K-pop like fan group. It was cool. We met a bunch of cool people there, and the concert was great. So I had a great time. What else did I do? I haven't played any video games this week. I've been busy, but I just watched my like regular maintenance anime, not JJK because JJK did not have a new episode. Did Frieren have a new? No, I watched Frieren. Yes, I did. Okay. I'm watching Dark Moon, which is like the vampire anime that I'm watching that's new. And that's starting to like really pick up. So I've been enjoying that. In the Clear Moonlit Dusk I've been watching, which is another romance anime. I need to catch up on a lot of stuff though. I said I was gonna watch JoJo's this week and I did not. And I need to catch up on Vigilantes. There's a bunch of things I need to catch up on. I really gotta get back
A
into
Knight
it.
of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yes, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. There's a lot of content to ingest. Yeah, I'm behind on everything. I'm in a book club right now and I'm very behind on the book that we're reading as well. So there's a lot of things that we haven't done James, are you reading anything? We haven't done what you're reading in a while.
Yeah. It's called Let Me Hear a Rhyme.
Oh, The Kids. That's the book you're reading. Yes, sorry. I like zoned out when you said it was a book. So I thought you were talking about an anime. My bad. I'm reading, what's the name of this book? 11/23/63. It's a Stephen King novel. It's about this guy who discovers a time machine and he goes back in time and prevents the assassination of JFK. So we'll see. I'm in the beginning stages, so I don't really know what's going to happen, but it's been on my TBR for a while. And then the book club I'm in said that they wanted to read it, so I'm in the middle of reading that right now. That is my... I feel like I did something else. What else did I do? I've been watching the Olympics casually. Do you guys watch the Olympics at all?
Winter Olympics,
I
not
don't
so
know.
much.
Okay. Yeah, I've been watching like mainly for like the figure skating. Is like one of my favorite sports of Winter Olympics. There's this really cool. So this girl, Alyssa Liu, she is on the American team. She won gold in women's figure skating yesterday. And she's really cool. She likes anime and stuff like that. Actually, two of the girls on the figure skating team for USA are like anime and like nerd fans. So I just like to see when people bring anime things to mainstream television. Like they were talking about different stuff like inspiration, things like that. It's really cool. And then this other girl that's also on the team, I think her name is Emma. She was like showing off her like Pokemon and like Magic the Gathering cards like in an interview. It was cool. So it's just cool to see stuff like that. There are a bunch of weird sports in the Winter Olympics. I meant to talk about this last week. Like there are a lot of weird sports.
A lot of new sports,
in the Winter Olympics.
that I've never seen before.
A lot of weird sports. I'm like, why is this? Who came up with this? Like curling is a weird sport. And I've always thought that, but I don't understand the point of it. And then there's this other sport called the biathlon. I don't know if you guys know where that is. It's like cross-country skiing. You're cross-country skiing with a rifle on your back. And then you like stop at different points that have like targets that you have to like stop and then shoot like the targets. And then you keep skiing with the rifle. I was like, this is so dumb. What?
This is the first year that I've ever seen that.
Yeah, it's like, what is happening? Yeah, a lot of weird things, but it's cool. It's cool. The Olympics is over. I think today's last day of the Olympics, so I feel like it's been on forever. But yeah, so that's cool. Is that it? Yeah, that's all my nerdy things. All right, let's get into some news. The biggest news we would say of this week. In the middle of the week, we learned that Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, is retiring. Sarah Bond also exited from the company right behind him, and in his place, sorry, let me just get her name because I keep forgetting what her name is.
Asha Sharma.
Thank you. Asha Sharma, who has been nominated as a new CEO of Xbox, and her previous role was in AI. Like was she like VP of AI? What was her title?
Core AI.
Core AI, yes. So she's coming over from the AI department. An interesting move, just in general. And then Matt Booty I think is he getting promoted to Sarah Bond's old position?
I think so. He's still involved in gaming.
Yeah.
Okay.
From the reports I saw, she promoted him to like chief officer or something like that.
Okay.
COO, yeah.
Basically,
okay.
He's like her number 2.
Okay. This was very surprising because a lot of people didn't see this coming. Jaja, I would love to get your reaction of when you first saw this news circulating.
This was pretty bad news, in my opinion. Y'all know how I feel about Phil Spencer. But,
yes.
There's a lot of mixed reviews about him out there. Some people say he did a horrible job. Some people love him. I think he did a great job. And one of the best things I liked about him is he was like real relatable. Like you could tell that he loved games and played games. Like everyone had his gamer tag. You could see what he's playing. This chick that they got. I don't mean to be disrespectful of this chick, but I mean, she doesn't really look like she has a lot of gaming experience.
She doesn't.
Her gamer tag is like 3 weeks old or something like that she just shared, and She was like the CEO of Instacart or something like that.
She has a lot of experience like expanding platforms and like just like AI driven things and like market expansion of platforms. But yeah, she has no like gaming experience at all. So it was interesting.
It's signaling to me that she's just gonna be Santi Nadella's yes woman. Like she's just gonna do whatever he wants in terms of like putting AI and everything. Like they're probably gonna make the same mistake that they made in the Xbox One era when it was all TV. Let's broaden our audience by getting everybody to watch TV. Now it's gonna be AI. I don't know. I'm not, I don't feel too good about Xbox right now. So, I'm not really, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm not really like specifically looking to be tied down to Xbox. Like, especially with their next gaming system being a PC hybrid, it's like, why would I even buy Xbox when you can have Steam? Right now, got to weigh your options right now. There's a lot going on.
It's so crazy, the complete 180 from whatever the last time you talked about Xbox on this podcast was, last week, but understandably so. It is,
like,
but it is very.
My best hope right now is for the next system and preferably the PC app to be able to play all the Xbox games that they, promised they're gonna, try to get on. And I'll just take whatever Xbox has had put out from now, from the beginning of Xbox till now. I'm happy. I'll take that stuff and I'll just run into the sunset playing it. But the future looks
The future
for
looks
not
very
just
uncertain.
Xbox, for all three.
Yes, but
I think it's gonna be a little bit scary for all three.
it's gonna be a lot scary for Xbox though.
All right.
Wait, James, were there rumblings around your peoples before this happened, or did you just learn about this amongst like everyone else did?
I'm just a guy that works at Microsoft. That's it. So we did get the announcement internally before it was publicly broadcasted, though. Not like days in advance or anything like that. It was probably a couple hours beforehand.
Mhm.
Yeah, we and then it was in a format that people could like leave comments and stuff like that. So I was kind of
Mhm.
reading through what people's thoughts were. Yeah, people even that work at Microsoft or in gaming properly at Xbox didn't seem too thrilled about it. But I mean, we'll see what the future holds.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why anybody would be thrilled about it, just because like this is somebody that doesn't come from a gaming background. So it's like, what can you possibly understand in order to contribute? Like in her interview, she said that she was going to earn her spot there, but the spot should have been given to somebody who has already earned it, and that is why they have that position. It's interesting though. I'm curious as to like why Sarah left. Like I know she said that it was time for her next step, but like why? Like
So-
it's confusing as to why she also suddenly just left behind Phil.
This is where it gets interesting. More
Conspiracy
interesting to
theories.
me.
Yeah.
Because like the rumor mill is that, Phil Spencer was planning to leave, but he wasn't planning to leave he was planning to leave after like all the 30-year anniversary celebrations. And
Mhm.
it sounds like Santi Nadella told him, well, if you're not, now you can go right now. And
Mhm.
and then the thing with Sarah Bond is like, they say she resigned, right? So obviously she wasn't given, it sounds like she wasn't given the position that she wanted, or maybe
That's what I
she
thought
didn't
too.
agree with the direction of the company, because the other rumor is that Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond, they were the ones that used to they were the last two people in Xbox saying like not trying to integrate AI and like doing like pro gamer stuff. Like they were trying to keep the experience authentic to gamers. It sounds like, more or less.
Mhm.
And they, didn't agree with everything Microsoft was trying to do. And that could be a reason why she left. It could be because Asha promoted Matt Booney instead of her. Like that's the real, like there's a whole bunch of rumors about why she left. And I think that's the more interesting part of this story.
Because Sarah was like Phil's like heir apparent, right? Like who everyone thought would become CEO of Xbox if he left.
It was basically
just-
Phil and Sarah taking all the shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like if Phil left, like people assumed that it would be her that stepped into his place.
A lot of people did, yeah.
Maybe somebody on the top was like, no. So then she just left. I would do the same thing, honestly. But that was my first guess. Either way, it's very out of the blue. But yeah, no one really seems happy about it. So I'm interested to see like what is going to happen now and like what Asha is gonna do. It's just hard because I feel like she's just gonna be taking all of her direction from others, because it's like, how do you know what direction gaming needs to go in if you don't have any experience in it? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that was just what's confusing me. Not about the part about like people are questioning whether or not she's a real gamer. I don't think that's like super heavy into, being able to do the role well, but not
Yeah.
having any previous gaming industry experience is kind of that's the weird part for me.
To be CEO of Xbox with no prior experience in the gaming industry is crazy. It's really crazy. Was there nobody else that was qualified? I don't know. It just seems like a very calculated move.
To me, if she had no gaming experience, but her gamer tag was 12 years old and she played games, I would feel better than vice versa.
Yeah, but that's not the case.
Like right now, like don't have no gaming experience, and she's not a gamer, and she's into AI, and we know Microsoft made, well, a lot of companies have invested in AI, and like I was saying a couple weeks ago, they're all looking for their returns on that investment right now. So, and AI isn't like directly responsible for anybody being profitable right now. So everybody's trying to scrape for dollars.
Yeah, and I was like reading through her interview. She did an interview with Variety, and it just sounds very like media trained. Like, here, this is what you should say to sound like you at least are a little bit competent. I don't believe that she I don't believe that she said any of that herself. But whatever. That's just my thoughts on it.
Yeah, but she did mention that she's not gonna, this is a dirt quote, not chase short-term efficiency or flood our ecosystem with soulless AI slop. So it doesn't seem like we're just gonna be getting a whole bunch of AI games just dropped from Xbox.
Yeah, I don't think that that's the purpose of her being there, and that's cool. That part is believable, hopefully, but the rest of it is not believable.
I think that's total BS. She's gonna throw AI in everything. They're gonna try and put Copilot in every single thing and infuse AI into gaming and get people's data and train their AI models. Like that's what they're gonna do.
I don't know, Jaja. I don't think all that's gonna happen. Okay, well, we'll watch and see. I don't know if it's gonna be anything that drastic, but
the gaming crash is coming faster than we think.
I mean, if they weren't looking to infuse AI into more of their games, I guess why would they put her in charge of Xbox? So I guess it's like that could be a point as well, but whatever. I don't know. I don't know if it's as drastic as that though.
I just hope we get the free Game Pass perk still.
Wouldn't that be crazy if she's like, no, you guys can't have this anymore? I don't know why she would do that, but
I know Phil Spencer was a big advocate for employees keeping that benefit. So maybe hopefully it stays.
Well, Phil Spencer's gone. They could do whatever they want now. It's like, but it's just a really interesting decision. It's just, I don't know. It's just so interesting to me. Okay, we'll monitor this as it goes on and we'll see what happens. But it is very surprising, very interesting, very, very confused as to why the choices were made. But here we are. Whatever. Any other thoughts on this before we move on?
Nope, not no. Just
Jaja, I feel like you're brimming with thoughts, Jaja.
I'm trying to stay optimistic a little bit. I just want to see what their plans are like for the future. Like it's very unclear what's going on right now.
Well, I'm pretty sure now that like she's there, like they're probably gonna do some sort of, I don't know, maybe they'll do some sort of like address.
Direct.
Yeah, direct. Yeah, there you go. That's what I was looking for.
Why should I own an Xbox? That's what I need to know.
Yeah, you mean why should you continue to own an Xbox?
Yes. Yeah, pretty much.
Why should I not jump ship to Sony?
No,
is that what you're? That's
PC. Jaja will go. Yeah, full PC.
PC.
Oh yeah, true. That as well. Okay. Well, yeah. We'll continue. I'm sure we'll see many things come out about this as this transition like solidifies itself. Jaja, I'll throw the next story to you.
So we did find out that Highguard, the studio that just, did a whole bunch of layoffs for the game that completely bombed, was quietly being backed by one of the biggest one of the biggest companies out there who have a pretty good stake in gaming, which is Tencent. So this was not something that was made public. People had to do some digging to find this out, but they were back in the game. When Jeff Keighley made the announcement at the Game Awards, he claimed this game was an independent game. So people have even more questions for Jeff Keighley, and he's been in hiding. You haven't heard
Wow.
nothing from him.
Straight up lying. That's crazy.
So yeah, that's just it's
Yes.
Another interesting piece that came out this week is that the president of Tencent is actually on the board at the Game Awards.
Oh, the plot thickens.
Yeah. So I mean, do with that information what you will, but
The plot thickens. It's all starting to make sense now, guys. It's all starting to make sense. The secret backing and the weird placement of this game at the Game Awards.
You know, the people that they flew out to come test the game it was a very selective group of people that they chose. And all the people that they went to play this game before it came out advocated the game and were saying that it was good. So they're getting a lot of flack. And then the company behind Highguard they came out with statements saying that like the game is the gamer's fault that it failed because, you know, they bad talked the game before it came out. They didn't even give it a chance, blah, 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 blah. So it's like,
sure, blame the gamers because you were caught in your schemes.
They really thought they could pull a fast one on this one, and some people are speculating like, you know, it's just kind of showing the media, the gaming media doesn't really have an influence on gamers' decisions. So I don't know. I think they're doing a whole bunch of tests on us, and how can they influence us to do, you know, certain things.
I feel bad that the workers that were laid off from the studio had to suffer because of the schemes of the higher ups of those involved with this. That sucks. I mean, if the game was bad, it was bad. So like that's one thing, but still, like there's a whole bunch of shadiness going on that I feel bad that they had to suffer because of. But that's very interesting, and that explains that.
Smells like an industry plant to me.
Yep. Are the Game Awards now just shady in general?
They've been shady. All the award shows are shady.
Yeah, but this one in particular, I don't know, whatever. But that's crazy. That's really crazy. Well,
and more crazy news. So this came out like a day before the Phil Spencer news, which, you know, makes me a little bit more frustrated at Microsoft because it's like they could have let Sony sit in this bad news for a couple of days, but they kind of did it. But apparently Sony shut down one of its major studios, Blue Point. This is a studio that was mainly responsible for remastering old games, and I think Sony had recently acquired it, like not even 5 years ago.
Yeah, in 2021.
2021, yeah. So, I mean, I don't think they've come out with anything, and I think the rumor is that they were put onto a live service game instead of, you know, doing what they do best, which is bring back old titles and make them modern. So I think this is a big deal.
Yeah, this was an L for sure. So there was a rumor that they were working on a live service God of War game. Not sure who asked for that, but that's what they were working on. So now that that's kind of been canned, I don't know if that's the reason they decided to cut the whole studio, but yeah, an entire studio being dropped like that is always going to be sad news.
is it? If you're a small independent studio, do you even want to be acquired now by a big company? I wouldn't. I would not.
If they have shareholders to report to, I would for sure would not want to, because at the end of the day, you gotta increase shareholder value. That's always the joke. Yeah, I don't think getting acquired is a good thing these days. It's not looking that way.
No. Like, I know on the money end, for you, it's good to be acquired. But, like, if you want your studio to have longevity, it's probably not a good idea. Because the rate that these studios are closing, like, left and right, it's kind of crazy. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't do it.
Well, it's kind of like a double-edged sword, because you get that funding.
You get the funding, yeah.
Once you get the funding, it's like they're looking for their profit margin, their return on investment, and there's a time frame on it.
There's definitely some strings attached to that funding.
Yeah.
I think this goes back to like our one of our previous boys' nights where we were talking about, do people still have pride in just putting out the best games versus making money? And it's starting to look like some these larger studios at least are only concerned about how much money they're making versus like we're putting out just the best products.
There's no such thing as just enjoyment anymore, guys. It's all capitalistic greed.
It's not all capitalistic greed. Like, I agree with what James says. It's really the AAA studios that.
Well, that's what I mean.
You know?
On that level, it's all capitalistic greed, not like on the smaller front.
They're pumping way too much money into these games and expecting a GTA return off of everything. Some people say that, you know, because of COVID, everyone was in the house, the gaming industry thrived, and they were making a whole bunch of money. So once investors saw that, it was no going back. Now they trying to reach that profit margin every year,
Every time. Yeah.
and
No, it's
it's
not
coming
realistic.
at the expense of creativity and innovation, and everyone's chasing these live service games. Like the president of the CEO of Sony promised 12 live service games that would release by 2025, and most of them have been canceled. Marathon is the last one of the few ones that are, slated to come out, and it's unfortunate. That's what I'm saying. The gaming crash is coming because like with all these RAM things going on and tariffs and all this stuff, and then they're just trying to squeeze money out of all the gamers, and the gamers don't have the money. They're buying these indie games that are $40, so they're not seeing the returns that they're like. All the big games aren't seeing the returns that they're supposed to be projected to get. So, um, yeah, there's gonna be
Yeah.
more of this coming, I think.
If there's going to be a game industry crash, can I please have Final Fantasy VII Part 3 before that happens, please? That's all I want. That's all I'm asking. I don't even need Kingdom Hearts 4. Forget about that.
Yeah, I think we need kind of a bit of a reset, kind of just to get back to like, we want to go back to having fun, not these huge blockbusters with movie stars in them. We just want to play fun
I
games.
don't need, literally, the last thing I need in my game is an actual celebrity. I don't care about that, and I don't need it. Like, no. Give me the nobody voice actors who are coming up in the world. Give me them. Go back. Like, let's just go back to the simplicity of it. Like, we don't need to inflate the budgets of these games just because we need to have freaking crap. I forgot his name. I was gonna make what's his face that's in Death Stranding. What's his name?
I know who you're talking about, the guy from The
Yes.
Walking Dead. I forget his name.
Yes, we don't see now. The argument, the impact of the argument is lost because I forgot his name. Yes, we don't. I don't need we don't need to inflate the budgets of games just to have big name stars in these games. I don't think anyone really cares about that at all. So,
and not just inflating the budget, but we got one more piece of kind of bad news for gaming before we move on to some good stuff.
Norman Reedus. Sorry, that's his name. His name is Norman. No.
That was going to drive me crazy.
Never heard his real name before. That was weird. His name is Shannon?
Yes.
Okay, got it. But so, I mean, you were talking about inflated budgets. We were just talking about how much money people spend on these games. But then some companies just seem to be a little bit greedy. So we got Pokemon Day coming up, February 27th. There's been a lot of rumors, speculations about, the upcoming Gen 10 Pokemon Wind Waves news. There's been a lot of stuff, that I haven't even brought to the pod because it's all rumors. But apparently, it's been confirmed that the Fire Red and Leaf Green versions of Pokemon are coming to the Switch too.
They are, yes.
This would be awesome news if they weren't $20 a pop. With absolutely no changes to this. This is just a ROM that you can download.
It's not. It's not a remaster. It's just
not a
it's
remaster.
Just a thing. Okay.
It's the same.
I thought
that game. You can't even play it online, so it's with less features, and it's $20
for each. It's $20 each.
It could have been
so $40.
Yeah, it could have been added to the Nintendo Online subscription service that they have, but they didn't. They could have chosen to do both, making a purchase and a subscription service, but they didn't. It just kind of seems like a money grab to me.
Well, Nintendo's all about money grabs. This is not surprising to me at all. All Nintendo does is grab money
and take it from someone who's currently playing different versions of the Pokemon Fire Red ROM hacks. There's so much they could do with these Pokemon games, even with the graphics that were even with Game Boy Advance graphics. So it's a little disappointing the way they're rolling this out, but we will see on the 27th when it officially comes out.
Yeah. I didn't know. So I didn't look too far into that announcement. When they announced it, I thought they were announcing a remake for Nintendo Switch, not that they were just bringing the ROM to Nintendo Switch. So would you have what would have been the ideal, like, if they still didn't put it on subscription service, what would have been the ideal price that you would have liked to see them announce it at instead of $20 pop? $20 for both? $10?
For a game that doesn't have no improvements from the GBA version?
Nothing?
$29.
Okay.
What
Okay.
are we talking about? I can download this off the free. I mean, this ROM is out there. It's not that hard to
No,
get
I
a
get
Game
you.
Boy Advance ROM, but yeah,
I
it
get
is
you. I get you.
very I don't know. I wonder how Nintendo fans feel about this.
I don't
I've
know.
seen a lot of excitement. I'm even excited about this. I may end up getting it. So I don't mind it being $20 too much, just because like you're paying for the service of it. So being able to play it on your Switch versus having to deal with ROM files or anything like that and playing on your phone or computer. But the service of being able to play it on your Switch, either handheld or on your like TV and console docked mode, I think is definitely worth the $20, so that you don't have to deal with the ROM side of things. Um, so yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a huge deal. I think people definitely expected it to be free for sure, just because it's been out for so long. But I mean, it's been generations since this game came out. So there's people that probably have never played it for the first time ever. There's a bulk of people that like this being $20, this would be their first time playing those versions of the game. So that in itself seems like a steal. Um, ROMs being available or not. So yeah, I think we like our age demographic probably isn't the core target audience for this particular one. But I think it's dope that they're actually putting it back out there so that people can enjoy the older games.
It's a good devil's advocate there, James. Do you agree, Jaja?
No, I said my piece. I disagree on a couple points, but yeah, I mean, I don't want to rehash the same points, but I think they
Mm,
should have just enhanced the game a little bit. If you're gonna
fair.
make me
Fair
pay
enough.
for it.
Yeah, it definitely could have had some changes, but I mean, it initially dropped 2004. Technology has advanced a lot since then. So,
Yeah, 2004. That was 20 years ago. More than 20 years ago.
but
Yeah.
then again, like if you want to play it, like I mean, the legal route, like you basically have to buy a Game Boy, which I don't know what vintage Game Boys are going for these days. And then the game itself, who knows what? Because sometimes vintage games are astronomical in price. So I think dropping this for 20 on a current system it's not a terrible price for it. But yeah, I mean, free is always better. But yeah, $20 isn't crazy for this, in my opinion.
It's not too crazy, but I can understand. I understand both your points.
I mean, this is gonna sell, so they might as well just
Yeah,
drop all the
it definitely
colors
is.
that haven't, been dropped in a little while. Put them all on there for $20.
They priced it at 20 because they knew it was going to sell regardless. So that's why it's $20.
Absolutely, yeah.
They're like, what's the most we can get away with? Let's do that.
I hope they
Yeah.
come out with some Pokemon Champion news. That's what I'm waiting for from Nintendo.
I'm sure they
Pokemon Day
will.
is coming up. So February 27th, we'll get more news. So apparently the Fire Red and Leaf Green, it was accidentally leaked. So then they had to just go ahead and say, all right, we are actually going to do this.
Mm,
I
hmm
think it appeared on someone's like store front, and then speculation went up.
Yeah,
Like there were already rumors, but then like it accidentally like legitimately leaked. So then I think they dropped this ahead of time because they were going to do a whole bunch of different presentations for Pokemon Day on February 27th. So the cat was out of the bag on this already.
I think the pre-orders went on the eShop, earlier than expected.
February 20th, is that Thursday? Is that
Friday.
Thursday? Friday. Okay. I hope also for Pokemon Day that they release more fat Pikachus because I can't find one at a reasonable price. People are reselling them already. And I don't. It's not fair. That's my piece. I saw one on eBay just now for like $200.
Jeez.
Yes. All right, what's next? What's going on with Stop Killing Games? 2026 update?
Oh yeah, my guy, I don't know who the name of this guy. What's his name? But the YouTuber who usually reports on the updates, his name is Ross Scott. He's not a part of like the real political movement. He's just someone that is on YouTube talking about it. And apparently there's some updates saying that, they're making strides and it looks like they're gonna get something done in the UK through various different avenues. There's a couple different ways that they can get some type of legislation on this. And he explains in detail in his video. So I would suggest anyone interested to just watch his video and let him explain what's going on with the movement because he can do it better than I can. But pretty much it's looking pretty good. And there's even something that got started in the US that might be taken to Congress and they might be even moving faster in the US than in the UK for some strange reason that he explains. But
I don't. Okay,
pretty
we'll
much,
see.
he did mention that, one of my games that I was playing until it died recently, Anthem, he mentioned that as an example of another game that just got killed, quote unquote. And he explained, like, when they went to meet with the legislation, and it seemed like the gaming industry had already talked to the judges because they seemed like they had their minds made up, and the questions that they were asking when, the Stop Killing Games movement was clarifying certain things like, we don't want the company to have to keep the servers up forever. There's other options, like making an option for private servers, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And different things like that they have to clarify with the EU. And it just seems like there's some momentum going on over there. So anybody interested in the Stop Killing Games movement, I suggest you watch the video and check it out. But things are still moving with that.
Okay, cool. That's something we'll continue to follow. I don't trust our country to do anything with this, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of things in here. Okay, wait, what's next?
I got some updates. So this game is a game that I've mentioned on here for years, but it's been picking up a lot of steam because it's supposed to come out soon. The game Crimson Desert. The reason why I'm bringing it up today is because there was another game by the same studio called Doke V that I was talking about on here, and it kind of disappeared. It's a monster taming game, and we just got an update on it. So, I know they, paused development on the game so that they can focus on Crimson Desert. The rumor is that both games are going to use the same assets, blah, 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 blah. So they thought they could do it at the same time. But so now Crimson Desert's going to come out, and they said on a earnings call with the company that it's going to take them 2 years to finish Doke V after Crimson Desert comes out. So that is the update on that.
We talked about this game. This game, I've never heard of this game before.
It's been on pause for a couple years. I brought it up years ago. I've been following Crimson Desert for years. This game has been developing for like 4 or 5 years.
No, but like not Crimson Desert. Doke V.
Well, yeah, they were being developed at the same time, and then they decided to shift all their people into Crimson Desert. So we just got no updates on it, huh?
It looked like this before when they were developing it. It looks pretty. These graphics look pretty crazy for something that was supposed to come out in 2022. Oh, 2022. I guess wasn't that long ago, but I feel like
I'm really excited for Crimson Desert. I think this game is going to be a smash. And
I'm talking about Doke V still,
and I
but
think
Crimson Desert, yeah, sure,
going to be a smash too. I think those games are going to be, they're going to rock.
The Doke V graphics look crazy too. That's what I was talking about. But Crimson Desert, sure, also yes. It's just if it looked like this back when they were developing it originally, that's kind of impressive. This game looks fun. I would play this, I think, maybe.
I would keep it posted.
Check it out.
What'd you say, James? Yeah, I would.
That
And I'm sorry.
Desert.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, when now? 2 years. 2 years. Oh, God. That's so long.
Yeah.
That's so far away from now. Okay.
Does Crimson Desert drop this year?
Crimson Desert is supposed to drop this year, yes.
And then Doke V drops in 2 years, which is a long time from now.
Crimson Desert is going to be a Game of the Year contender. I'm telling y'all that from right now.
It has a lot of...
Just like I called Expedition 33.
Did you call that before it
came
came
out? I
out?
knew you were going to say that. I knew it. I knew Shannon was going to say that.
I'm just asking.
I did.
You called it before the game came out?
Yeah, when it was on Summer Game Fest, the showcases, I was like, yo, this looked like a really dope game. We got the footage.
I don't know. We might have to go back to the archive for that. I got to go back to the archive for several things. Okay.
Wait. Yeah.
I called it during Summer Games Fest. I'm a pull up the footage now.
I'll search the archives for that. I don't think I remember that. That must have been an episode I wasn't here. I don't know. Anyway. A Crimson Desert, though, is highly anticipated. Hopefully it lands well, because it'll be really good for them. Cool. I did not watch Indie Fan Fest. I know we have that in the rundown.
Neither did I. It did come out this past week. I thought we should mention it, being that we're talking about all these big studios who are wasting money. There are also a ton of studios who are doing a lot of good work, and that's what's so good about the PC market, because they have a tremendous amount of indie games. Like, they get new indie games every week, and it's insane how much variety and options they have. So, if you're interested in indie games, Indie Fan Fest did happen. And also, by the time this video comes out, it will be Steam Next Fest. So a lot of demos, a lot of indie games come out, a lot of sales during this time. So if you're into indie games, this is like your time of year because a lot of stuff is happening, a lot of announcements, a lot of demos. So check it out.
Yes. Now is a good time to start like paying more attention and putting some of your time and effort into supporting indie games because corporations are evil.
Yeah,
and
I think
greedy.
what's dope about indie games is, I mean, they have the true spirit of gaming for sure, but they still put out demos. Like,
Yeah.
the bigger studios don't put out a lot of demos. Like, they'll do beta tests sometimes, but like it's just a true blue demo of like, let me see if I like this game before I commit my
Yeah.
$70 or so to it.
We need to bring that back.
Definitely. And greatest hits editions. You guys remember those?
Yeah. Yes, I do. I do remember that. All things that need to come back. Demo, like there's no harm in a demo because you can return a game. Well, on most platforms, right? You can return a game as long as like it's under 2 hours of playtime. So like if you have it digitally. So if you're gonna be able to let me return it, then why can't you just let me demo it in the first place before I even buy it? Stress my wallet out.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Like doesn't really make any sense. But yes, we should absolutely bring back demos. 100%. Cool. Anything else in video game news before we move on to some TV movie news?
Think about
All right.
stuff.
Okay, so we got a House of Dragons teaser trailer. House of Dragons comes out in June or July. One of these summer months, I forget. The teaser looks pretty solid. I'm excited for this season. I won't say too much more about that, but I'm excited. Jaja, are you excited for House of Dragons season 3?
Yeah, I'm excited for House of Dragons. You know, Rhaenyra has a whole bunch of dragons behind her. It seems like we should get a lot of action and some nice dragon fights, and you know, we'll see what happens. Even though the book readers already know.
Well, that's always the case with something, right? Do you guys want to talk about? So wait, I want to talk now about A Night of the Seven Kingdoms since James watched episodes 4, 5, and 6, or 3, 4, and 5, whatever episodes you watched.
I was
Just
gonna
out
say,
of order.
I'm more excited for James' review of Sunken Egg.
It's A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Jaja. Go ahead, James.
Oh, gotcha. The action was cool. I don't think I'm too invested in the story though. So I mean, I like the battle sequences. I think it was like flashbacks going of like how his mentor kind of was like saving his life in the future with some of the like lessons that he taught him along the way. So I mean, that was pretty cool. The kid, I was unsure why he was bald at first, but then when I was doing my research, I was like, okay, he had to cut his hair, so they didn't know he was from this clan of people that have just specific looking hair. So I think some context would have done me some justice there. So maybe,
Oh, he's a Targaryen. He's Targaryen.
is that what he is?
Is he a I don't. Is he?
It's a bald kid.
No,
A bald kid. They said he had.
Spoiler alert.
I told you could spoil it. All right, fine, whatever. I'm gonna. Oh, sorry. Spoiler alert.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what's like apparent to people that would watch it. But yeah, no, it was like a bald little kid, and I was like, okay, this is clearly the egg because his head shape. I thought it was because his head shape was why they was calling him egg. But yeah, no, it's a bald little kid. But then like his brother was like at odds with the main guy. I don't know what his name is. And then that guy got battered.
Without going into details of the plot, James, did you like it, or is it did this make you want to get into the original Game of Thrones?
Nah, not quite.
Look at that. I knew it. I don't think anything.
Like
I don't think
stories
anything.
about like knights and stuff like that. I'm not like too interested in that time period, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Like if it was like
all right.
this in a different time period setting, like samurais or something, I'd be like, oh snap, maybe I should check this out.
Yeah, he's not interested in like high fantasy.
I was gonna say medieval high fantasy is not your thing. That makes okay.
Yeah, not really. So that's why I don't really go to like Ren fairs and stuff like that, because like that time period is not like all that interesting to me.
Although Ren fairs are so fun. Okay,
yeah, like they look fun, but I'm like, I don't know if I personally will have fun there.
Yeah.
But I think it's like a more of a time period thing, because the action was cool. I was like, oh snap, these knights are getting it in. It was like a 7v7. They're going crazy. But yeah, no, I probably wouldn't check it out though.
Okay, that's fair.
I think
high fantasy is not for everyone.
This show probably has one of the best sword, fights, I think, like ever made. I'm not saying it's the best one, but it's one of the best. Like, but the last couple episodes where things turn up, and I'm really impressed with this series. What it did in 6 episodes, well, what it's about to do in 6 episodes. I know the last episode is going to set up more stuff. But I hope they can. I think they're going to continue this for a few seasons. I think there's 3 novellas out and more to be written. So there's
About
more.
these 2 specific characters?
Yeah, they all revolve
Oh, okay.
around Duncan Egg. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Maybe today's the day I'll watch it since I'm hunkered in. James, are you having a blizzard over there in Virginia, or is it just us that's having a blizzard over here?
We have a
Yeah.
blizzard watch, but it's not even raining right now. But I mean, that could change at the drop of a hat
Yeah.
around these days. So, but yeah, no, there's blizzard warning. Well, not blizzard warning, snowstorm warning.
Okay. Oh, okay. So we have an actual blizzard warning. That's fun. It's snowing now. Anyway, sorry. Okay. Maybe today is the day that I actually now catch up on that. Yeah. We'll see.
Next week is spoilers.
Okay.
I'm spoiling next week.
Fair enough. Okay. I said you could spoil it. I didn't mind. I already figured out the kid's identity. Kind of. Well, you didn't say if I was right.
For the viewers' sake, we'll give him one more
For the
week.
yes. Oh yes. Obviously, we don't want to spoil for you viewers. Next week is spoiler heavy. Okay, we got a teaser for No, not a teaser. Sorry, we got a full length trailer for Toy Story 5. Yep, which is coming out in the summer. Also, very excited for Toy Story 5. Think that this premise that they're focusing on is very relevant. So I'm looking forward to it.
I was gonna use the word like obvious. It's like the more obvious route to take, but it makes sense for a Toy Story movie to focus on,
Yeah,
tag.
I mean we're 5 movies in. Like, what else is it going to be about at this point?
It
and it's at least it's a way to say. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. James, what do you think? Are you going to go see Toy Story?
I don't know if I'll go to the theater to watch this. I'm not like that heavily anticipating it, but the trailer looked good. I was like, oh snap, we are so back, like that kind of moment. It would be dope if Kingdom Hearts was do something with it, but
yeah, I mean there is a Toy Story level in Kingdom Hearts 3, so
yeah,
that's like
I mean the next one.
Oh, the next one, yeah.
But who even knows? We might be on Toy Story 8 by the time that comes out. So
I really hope that So I'm excited for this Toy Story, but I really hope this is the last one. I don't think that we need to continue Toy Story from here. It's been 5 movies. It's been a good run. Let's not overdo it. I don't even think that we needed 5 Toy Stories, but it's fine.
I feel like I didn't see. I don't remember if I saw the last one, but I'm hearing that it ended on a like really sad note, or like a.
I think that was 3.
Okay.
No, whatever one where Andy went to college, was that the 3rd one? I think that was the 3rd one. That was the 3rd one. Yeah, Toy Story 3 was very sad.
And that one was expected to be the last one, and now they're like,
it should have been.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was the 3rd one, and they came back with 4th one.
Yeah, it seemed like this Toy Story was done at some point, and then it just came back. Like, oh, snap.
Yeah. It was definitely after the 3rd one. I don't really think that they were expecting them to come back with a 4th one, but they did.
I'm not gonna lie, I do get excited for Pixar movies in general, just because I love to see how the Super Carlin brothers are gonna fit it into the Pixar theory. That's like my favorite thing about Pixar movies coming out. Like, I don't necessarily watch the Pixar movie, but I'll watch how they fit it into that theory, and it's still going strong.
The theory that everything's connected?
Yes.
I'm not bought into that.
All the new movies, they've added it into the theory seamlessly. If you're interested, shout out to the Super Carlin brothers.
But yeah, I'm excited. That's going to be a good watch in the movie theater for sure. All right, moving on to some anime news. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle is returning to theaters. Interesting.
Yes. I think that it's going to be showing in select theaters, and I think it's going to be shown in this format called Screen X. I'm not sure what that is exactly.
Screen X.
It's a multi-projection 270-degree cinema experience.
Yes. Wait, where is there a Screen X? I've only seen videos of Screen X in like Thailand and like in Asia. I didn't know that we had Screen X in the United States.
Possibly. I'm not sure, but I know it's going to be playing in the United States. So.
Oh, I would love. Hold on, wait. Let me look at some participating theaters because I would love to watch this movie in Screen X.
I could have sworn you were going to be like, why is this movie going back to theater?
No. Screen X is cool. Have you seen a photo of Screen X?
I haven't,
awesome.
but I'm going to look it up right now.
Yeah. Look it up. Look it up right now.
But so you would go back to see this movie in Screen X, you're saying?
I would.
I want to hear your review.
There's a Screen X theater in New Jersey. All right. Guess I'm going over the bridge.
Oh, wow. That's intense.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah,
that's awesome.
Green Eggs. We got Green Eggs. I've never been to one, but I feel like this is.
Yeah, you have it in Florida.
Oh no, it was a overseas movie theater that was playing. Remember the Spider-Man trailer in Screen X, and
Hmm.
then that's how
Yeah,
people
that's what I'm saying.
put
I've only
together
seen it like,
certain things about
yeah. It doesn't look like there's one in Florida, but you're not in Florida anymore unless you want to drive to Florida to go see a movie in Screen X. There's a bunch in California. There's one in New Jersey. There's a bunch in Texas. Yeah, it's not like widely available. Screen X is not widely available.
That probably
But
would look absolutely amazing. Demon Hunt, Demon Slayer.
it would. It would. It would.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Screen X before. This does look cool.
It does, yeah. It's like I've only seen videos of it. I did not know it existed here. Well, guys, since I'm the only one that has one that's near me accessible, I'll go and I'll report back.
Man, what are the ticket prices on a Screen X movie?
It's probably like around the same price as like a 40X experience. I want to say like $30, $40 almost maybe. Let me see. When is this? Okay, wait. United States starting March 6th. Okay, let's see.
2 weeks.
Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can find a show. That is in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think my closest one might be in Jacksonville, maybe.
Yeah, you're gonna cross state line. Well, I'm also crossing
2
state
hours
lines,
away.
so
Not that bad.
yeah. I wonder when are tickets on sale? I'm gonna see. Probably not.
So
I mean, do I?
Demon Slayer was
Yeah.
probably the perfect movie for it to be put on Screen X like this.
Yeah, I can't imagine like much movies that like are worth seeing in that kind of format. There's only like a couple, and that's definitely one of them. Probably Avatar is another one.
It looks
Infinity
like it's gonna
Castle
be showing
specifically.
in IMAX as well.
They're gonna put it in IMAX also.
Yeah,
Well, that's
It's
boring.
out on Blu-ray.
and I
Demon
think
Slayer?
tickets are on sale. I could buy IMAX tickets.
I do not see Demons. What the heck? All right, the website is like being weird. I'm gonna look at it later. Okay. Anything else before we wrap up for this week?
No, that's all I got.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure come next month,
When is it?
March 19th.
Right around the corner.
And Dr. Stone is back the following month.
We're continuing with our anime winter.
And Invincible is coming back.
And Invincible's coming back in March. Yep, that's very true. We're on our way. I have to start my full Marvel rewatch soon.
Yeah, you got your work cut out for you.
I think in March I will start
What
my
is the
full
next
on
Marvel show?
Marvel show. I don't know when.
Or
I don't know what the
thing,
next
Marvel
show
thing.
is. Spider-Man's coming out in July, isn't it?
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and then Doomsday comes out in December.
Okay,
Yeah, actually, we're like almost due to get a Spider-Man comes out in July. We're almost due to get a trailer soon, right?
I've been seeing some rumors, leaks, but I'm waiting for the official thing.
Wait, what rumors?
They're saying that the plot leaked, but I didn't click it, so I don't know.
The plot? Oh no, see. I'm not gonna read anything about the
Yeah, I
plot.
don't want no
But
part of that.
yeah, July 31st. Yeah, so like any day we're due for a trailer for Spider-Man. I'm sure.
Trailer's gonna drop as soon as we get off of this.
The trailer's gonna drop today or tomorrow.
Right.
Yep, as it always does. Just know we recorded on Sunday and we missed it. All right, cool. Well, everyone, thanks for joining us for another week of the Blerds and Nerds podcast. As always, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Blerds Nerds, follow us on TikTok, BlerdsNerds_pod. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are interested in, well, yes, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to see the video version of the podcast. We show a lot of things on here. Even if you listen to us on audio only, you should just head over to our YouTube channel and just give us a quick subscribe. We'd appreciate it. Send us an email, blerdsnerds@gmail.com, if you're a creator of color in the nerd space and you want to come on to talk about your work. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your podcast listening app of choice. As always, I'm Shannon.
James.
I'm Jaja.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Peace.